Big twists are ahead on The Young and the Restless as new spoilers suggest that Heather's real killer is about to contact Phyllis, sending shockwaves through Genoa City. Fans are already buzzing with questions. Why Phyllis? What does this mean for the investigation, and who could the killer be? Let's dive into these explosive developments and explore what this could mean for some of our favorite characters. Heather's mysterious death and the investigation. Heather's tragic death has been one of the central mysteries on The Young and the Restless in recent weeks. Initially, it seemed like the case was a clear-cut situation, but as more evidence emerged, it became clear that things weren't as simple as they seemed. While the investigation initially pointed to a handful of suspects, something about the case didn't sit right with the police or the viewers. Over time, suspicions started to mount that Heather's death might not be as straightforward as an accident or a random act of violence. The theory that someone close to her may have been involved began to gain traction, and new details started pointing to a much darker secret. But even with all the attention on the case, the real killer remained elusive. Until now. The killer contacts Phyllis. Why her? The latest spoilers reveal that the real killer has somehow found their way to Phyllis. But why Phyllis, and what does this mean for her? As fans know, Phyllis has always been at the center of drama and intrigue in Genoa City, but this new twist places her in an even more dangerous position. Phyllis isn't one to shy away from a good mystery, but the fact that the killer has directly contacted her puts her in immediate jeopardy. This raises several questions. Has Phyllis uncovered a key clue that puts her directly in the killer's sights? Or is this a calculated move by the murderer, trying to manipulate her into uncovering more about the investigation? It's also possible that Phyllis, with her knack for getting under people's skin, has unknowingly become a target for the killer, someone they need to silence to cover their tracks. Given Phyllis's past, she's no stranger to dealing with dangerous people. But this time, things feel different. With the killer making contact, it seems clear that they're not backing down anytime soon, and they're willing to take bold steps to protect their secret. Phyllis gets caught in a deadly game. Phyllis is no stranger to danger, but this is a whole new ballgame. In the past, she's dealt with family drama, corporate scheming, and even revenge plots. But now, it seems she's been thrust into a situation much darker and more personal. The killer reaching out to her could be a way to toy with Phyllis, pulling her deeper into their twisted game. They might want to use Phyllis as an unwitting accomplice or simply scare her into backing off from the investigation. Phyllis is known for being resourceful and relentless, and she won't go down easily. However, the killer may have just raised the stakes by getting in touch with her. What's more, if Phyllis begins to make progress in the investigation, she could soon find herself in direct danger. Will the killer attempt to silence her before she reveals the truth? Or will Phyllis be able to outsmart them and bring the truth to light? Who is Heather's real killer? Now, the big question. Who is Heather's real killer? Fans have been speculating for weeks, and as new details emerge, more and more suspects are being considered. While some of the earlier suspects have been ruled out, there are still a number of characters who could be hiding a dark secret. It's possible that Heather's killer could be someone from her past, someone who had a personal vendetta against her. Alternatively, it could be a character who's been hiding their true nature all along, someone who seemed innocent but is now being revealed as far more dangerous than anyone realized. It could even be someone close to Phyllis, which would explain why the killer is targeting her. Some fans have thrown out names like Jack, Nick, or even Billy, as all of them have been involved in major storylines with Heather. But at this point, no one is safe from suspicion. The killer could be anyone, and the fact that they're now reaching out to Phyllis suggests they may be ready to make their next move, whatever that may be. What's next for Phyllis and the investigation? With Heather's killer now targeting Phyllis, the stakes are higher than ever. Phyllis is bound to get more involved in the investigation, especially if she feels threatened by the killer. She could become even more determined to solve the case, using her cunning and resourcefulness to track down the truth. However, she'll need to be careful. If she gets too close to the truth, she may find herself in even more danger. The investigation is far from over, and with Phyllis caught in the crosshairs, it looks like The Young and the Restless is heading into a thrilling, high-stakes storyline. Fans will want to stay tuned to see how Phyllis navigates this deadly game and whether she can bring the killer to justice before it's too late. Conclusion. The shocking revelation that Heather's real killer is now in contact with Phyllis raises the stakes for the ongoing investigation on the young and the restless. As Phyllis finds herself entangled in this dangerous web, it's clear that the mystery surrounding Heather's death is far from over. With more twists to come and the real killer potentially closer than ever, fans can expect plenty of drama, suspense, and unexpected turns in the episodes ahead. Will Phyllis crack the case? Or will the killer manage to stay one step ahead? Only time will tell. Stay tuned.